So I'm here at Grant Cardone's office. We just got done with a 2-day mastermind, super great. And the recession is coming, people. You gotta know what to do. And I wanna know what Grant's doing to prepare for it. So I've got none other than his president, Jared, right here with me, who's gonna give us the office tour on how they plan to dominate. So let's go check it out.
Super excited not only to have you guys all in the office to hear what Grant shared, because it's insane. Despite recessions, we've had record years, and this is something that has been repeated throughout his entire career. You'd have to be hiding under a rock right now to not know that we're going into a challenging time. And so we really wanted to reach out and share what has made us so successful over the last 30 years that he's been in business. And so it really revolves around 5 main things. And so I just want to take you through 5 areas where we believe the foundation of success is fortified. And the first place is the mindset. Within the organization, how is the mindset being set? How is think and possibility and opportunity being communicated to everybody, even when people are losing their mind a little bit? So we're gonna go to Grant's office first, because that's really where it starts. For most people, it's actually counterintuitive to do the things that are required to grow. Whether it's because of how they're brought up, or their environment, or education, whatever you want to call it, they limit themselves. And until you can get around people who are doing big enough things, your thinking will continue to be limited. And so right here in Grant's office, this is like where the intention is set. You know, we've got 258 employees here today. Like, I was the sales team, the marketing team, like I was everything back in the day. We started in the pool house. So whether you're just getting started in business or you have a mature business and a bunch of employees, you need to control your mindset. And it's like, especially when, you know, news and social media, like everything's so accessible these days, like it's really easy to be influenced by the things that are going on around you. And if you don't have a strong foundation in your mindset and the way that you're approaching your business, your income, your life, then you will break. And so one of the unbreakable characteristics of our organization is the mindset, that 10X mindset that Grant has set for us. And then as we've grown, you know, it's pushed down through leadership, through senior leadership, through mid-level management, so that even with 258 employees, when the staff is showing up every day, they share that same mindset.
I love it. Yeah, I can tell you, just being in Grant's office, you can see that everybody here has that 10X mindset. It's not like a gimmick that you might think it could be. Like, people here are ready to roll, man. Like, they're intense.
You know, it gives us the confidence to know that we can do more. And that's the role of the leadership. And whether, again, you're leading yourself or you're leading a team, your job is to instill confidence in the people around you, that they can rally behind you. And so where I want to take you next is sort of like where the mindset starts becoming real, because I don't know, maybe you guys have experienced this before, where like you get inspired and you're gonna do something, you think you're gonna do something big, but then you really don't know what to do. And then you lose that moment of inspiration. So I wanna take you to the marketing department next, is because the first step in the success of any business is you have to promote. If people don't know you, they can't do business with you. They don't know you, they can't flow you. That's kind of like the saying that we have, right?
Well, I think Grant's known a lot for sales, but he says it all the time. Marketing is the #1 thing.
Marketing is senior to sales, So, you know, you can have, if you're great at marketing and you're terrible at sales, you can build a $1 billion company. But if you're terrible at marketing and great at sales, you can build a limited size scale company. So we always say that, like, sales can make you rich, but marketing can make you wealthy. The first thing you have to do is you have to start creating content. You have to start getting on platforms and figuring out how they work. You have to start figuring out how people respond to your message. You got to identify the problems that people have that they're actually willing to pay to solve. And so this room right here is where we handle that. So we've got about 60 people on the team here. Maybe 20 of them are remote, but in here we're doing web page design, we're doing email automations, we're doing media buying, copywriting, events and fulfillment. You'll notice that we have
APIs.
Stats for events over here, daily statistics that are constantly rotating. And you'll see that kind of in every area. Numbers don't lie, people do. And so every area, we're very statistic heavy. This is where the promotion starts, and we start getting attention, we start getting known, and then it's like, okay, you have this customer's attention, now what do you do with it? And so once you get somebody's attention, I mean, they don't become a customer until they buy your product. And so where I want to take you next is the sales department, because that is where you make a customer. Sales isn't about sales, sales is about customer service. Because, you know, like, until somebody buys something from you,
Right.
they can't benefit from the knowledge and the expertise that you have.
Right. You
So
don't
they-
even know if they've taken any action with you or anything, right?
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
just
and
consumers.
And they're never going to be successful doing the thing that you're trying to help them doing unless they become a customer.
Right.
And so we put a lot of emphasis on the sales department being where we actually serve the customer in the way that they need it, which means they get the access to the information that they need.
Guys, we got a guest in the boiler room. Let's light it up.
Yeah.
Let me get 2 drops in the 10X.
10X. This is where the mindset of the company, like, this is the tip of the spear, right? We have all these people, we're talking to customers every day, we're trying to figure out how to get our product or service in their hands. But at scale like this, it's not, it didn't just happen overnight.
this is
like
crazy.
we had to figure out process for training and onboarding and hiring and recruiting, and like these guys are on a call right here, and that's his manager right there.
Yeah,
He's on
they're
the
trying
phone
to
right
close
now.
it.
They're trying to close the deal right now, and the manager is literally on the call with him, helping him close the deal.
Right.
He's listening to the customer. He's telling the customer what to say.
Right.
So like we're constantly coaching people so that they can perform at a high level. Because our goal is to take people with little to no sales experience and turn them into multi-6-figure producers within 18 months. That can't happen unless you have process and team and mindset so that people
these guys'
actually come.
mindsets, like it all starts with mindset, like you said. Like these guys, you can just see they all have a similar mindset.
Most of them have moved from their home state to come work for us. The majority of the people are not from Florida here.
Right.
And so they're coming because the opportunity. Because when you start doing the messaging and the promotion the right way, then the word gets out.
Yeah.
And so when these guys start doing their job, start selling customers our products and services, the next level of scale starts to kick in.
Okay.
And that's having successful customers.
Okay.
And so I want to take you to our customer success department right now.
Okay.
Because this is really where, you know, we take one customer and we turn them into a salesperson for us.
Wow.
Because, you know, one customer should get you at least 2 or 3 more customers.
Right.
But one unsatisfied customer can cost you 10 deals. Or more.
Right.
And so we take a lot of importance. We put a lot of importance on making sure that people are winning with our product.
Right.
And so the coaching team is up here, the customer success team is up here, customer service and support. They're on Zoom calls and coaching sessions, you know, making sure that people are winning with the product.
Right.
Because again, like, that you can't experience that full evolution of customer doesn't know you to customers winning with your product to customers an advocate for you and they're sharing with you and they're not successful with the product. So we put a ton of importance on making sure that people are winning. And you know, if you think about like, okay, so we've set the right mindset, you know, for the organization. And if this is you as a solopreneur or you're an employee, it's the same formula.
Right.
The second thing is marketing and promotion of who you are, who you serve, the problem you solve, your market, everything that the customer would need to know that they'd be a good fit with you.
Right.
Then you got to convert the customer. Then you have to support the customer so that they're successful. The thing that's kind of like the through line through all of that is communication.
Got it.
Because to have the right mindset, you have to communicate.
Right.
You have to communicate that either to yourself,
Right.
to your small team or to your big team.
Right.
You have to communicate to your audience through marketing. You have to communicate with customers when you're on a sales call back there in the room to make sure that you can convert the customer.
Right.
And every single one of these people is communicating with our customers to make sure that they're winning.
Right.
And so the last place that I want to take you is where a ton of communication happens. It's the studio. And this for some people could be like overwhelming. They're like, oh my gosh, like I'm just getting started. Like I don't even know how to use an editing program on a computer. The beautiful thing about the phone today is it's more advanced than when Grant started.
Right.
In 2009, it was like this little iPhone that was all square, you know, with a terrible camera. Today, you know, the phone is the gateway to all of this. Like you have to start here.
Yeah.
And so many people are creating content off their phone now. For a lot of people, this is going to be the first severe recession that they experience in their professional career. And so we're really leaning into supporting people in those 5 areas so that they know exactly what it takes, not to break, but to actually be unbreakable.
I love it, dude. Well, bro, this is epic. This is amazing. I know that people can sign up for the Unbreakable Challenge.
Yeah,
we're going to link to it down below. You guys can definitely access it. The challenge itself is free, by the way.
Yeah.
So 5 full days free, learning on all 5 pillars that we just went over.
Yep.
What was it? Mindset, marketing, sales, scale,
and then communication.
and communication. So if you want to learn those, make sure you click the link below. Jared, always great seeing you, bro.
Pleasure, man.
Appreciate you, man.
We'll see you in January.